The last few weeks have not been very good ones for me. Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've done an update, and those of you who follow me on Instagram know that the last few weeks just really have not been very good ones for me. Just have not been feeling very well, and I thought I would give you an update on what has been going on. So before the Christmas holidays, I started just still not feeling well after chemo, feeling rather nauseated a good portion of the time, no appetite. And this was going into my off week, which was Christmas week. And that's usually a good week because I don't have chemo the Friday before. And it's usually a week where I'm starting to feel good and getting my hunger back and all that. Well, that week it was not happening. As a matter of fact, on Christmas Day, I ended up in the ER simply because I started getting a fever. It was a low fever, it was 100.6, but they tell you to immediately call a doctor or go to the ER when your fever gets to 100.5 when you're on chemo. The reason being is if you have an infection and you have low blood counts, that can cause major complications. So I called the on-call doctor on Christmas and he said, get to the emergency room. We went in, they took a chest x-ray. My fever was okay at that point, but they took a chest x-ray and did the blood counts, and luckily my white blood cell counts were fine. So they just assumed that there must be some kind of other infection going on. And when they looked at the chest x-ray, they just assumed it was pneumonia. This unfortunately was a misdiagnosis. I have a pleural effusion on my right lung. Pleural effusion is fluid buildup not on the inside of the lung, but between the lung and the outside lining of the lung. And that had collapsed part of my right lung, which was a known thing. They misdiagnosed me as that. I told them about the pleural effusion, but they said, well, you obviously have some kind of infection going on, so we're going to put you on these antibiotics for pneumonia. That made my nausea issues even more pronounced. It was a 10-day course that I had to finish because once you start antibiotics, it's not good to just stop them until the course is done. So with my oncologist agreeing, saying, yeah, you should just finish up that round of antibiotics, we'll see what happens. Well, the cough that I have associated with it kept getting worse. I had my infusion of Latruvo last Friday, and again the white blood cell counts at that point were extremely low, and so now he put me on a preventive antibiotic that will start the day before just the Latruvo infusion and go on for 5 days. So I am pretty much quarantined, can't leave the house, can't have visitors or whatever, almost for the entire first 2.5 weeks of the 3-week cycle. Kind of a depressing note, because we just don't know when the white blood cell counts drop and when they come back up. I am having Neulasta shots, which help bring the white blood cell counts back up, but no one seems to be able to pinpoint when that occurs. It seems to be occurring sometime around day 9, 10, 11. So this is where I am right now. The last few days have not been very good. Over the weekend, the cough again that I have developed became quite bad. It's not so bad during the day, but at night I can't even lie down flat because I feel pressure in my chest, and that gets me to coughing. So I have to sleep upright, and that's not easy for me to do. I want to give a shout out to a friend of mine who's also been quite an inspiration, who just started his own cancer journey with esophageal cancer and is going to have to spend the rest of his life sleeping inclined because of the surgery that he's going to be having. So props to you, Keith. So I'm not getting very good sleep, but when I wake up in the morning, even after sleeping upright, once I'm up, I get into a very bad coughing fit that can last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And it got so bad that last Sunday I did call my doctor's office again, who suggested that maybe I need to get my CT scans sooner than later. I called my oncologist here who's administering the chemo to get that set up. Unfortunately, because it's the beginning of the year and insurance starts all over again, we're having difficulty getting approval from insurance in order to get that done. Yesterday, I woke up feeling like I turned a corner. It was almost as if somebody had flipped a switch, and the cough didn't last as long, and I was actually feeling physically better. So I called the oncologist again, who and asked, do we still need to get the CT scans now, or do we wait until the scheduled CTs, which are next Tuesday? He said, let's wait now. If you're feeling better, maybe whatever it was is finally out of your system. And that's what I thought. Until this morning when I woke up and had a coughing fit, and I've actually been quite nauseated most of the morning. I don't know what is going on. I guess we're not going to find out anything until next Tuesday when I go in and have scans done. I'm a bit nervous about that. I don't, you always have in the back of your mind, something must be causing this, and could it be something bad? I'm hoping it's nothing bad. I'm hoping that it's maybe just that pleural effusion or more liquid in my body on the inside that's causing this pressure and cough and whatever. And my fear is that they won't find anything, in which case, that can be just as frustrating because I really need to find out why this cough is happening and why even on my good week I'm feeling so bad. So I am hoping that maybe today was just a bad day. Tomorrow hopefully will be better, and that the rest of this week and next week goes back to normal, where I start feeling better until my next chemo infusion. I realize that these symptoms may seem minor in comparison. I certainly know that reading about my fellow LMS warriors who have gone through so much more or are going through so much more, this may seem little and minor, but this is still new to me, being diagnosed just this past April, and I'm still gaining the ropes. And let's face it though, no matter what's going on, when you feel bad, you feel bad. I don't want this video to be misconstrued that I've got a negative attitude or anything like that. I'm still positive that I'm going to be in the minority that beats this beast, and I'm still positive about that. I don't always smile all the time. It's really difficult to smile when you feel like crap, but I am still positive. I haven't lost that. I feel the prayers and the positive energy and everything that everybody sends me, and I can't thank you enough for that. You'll never know how far that goes. It's quite amazing. So know that even though I might not look it, I am positive and grateful and blessed that I can even be here and do these videos. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.